Ever wondered how vital cybersecurity is in an organization? Well, let's dive into the world of Security Operations Centers, or SOCs, which play a critical role in an organization's cybersecurity strategy. Imagine the SOC as an organization's security command center. It's filled with a team of cybersecurity experts who are always on the lookout for potential threats, ready to respond at a moment's notice. Their mission? To safeguard the organization's digital assets from cybercriminals who are constantly finding new ways to breach systems. The SOC team is like the organization's immune system, continuously monitoring, detecting, and responding to cyber threats. They are the first line of defense, proactively identifying vulnerabilities and mitigating risks before they can cause significant damage. These teams function round the clock, tirelessly scanning network traffic, scrutinizing security events and responding to incidents. Their eyes are always on the prize, which in this case is the organization's network. Any hint of suspicious activity is thoroughly investigated, ensuring a swift response to potential threats. But the role of a SOC goes beyond just monitoring and incident response. They are also the organization's threat intelligence hub, gathering vital information about emerging threats and threat actors. They analyze this data to predict potential attack vectors and devise strategies to counter them. They are the organization's cyber watchtower, always alert, always ready. Additionally, the SOC plays a crucial role in vulnerability management. They identify weak spots in the organization's defense and prioritize them based on the risk they pose. This proactive approach helps prevent breaches and strengthens the organization's security posture. But that's not all. The SOC is also responsible for managing security incidents, coordinating the response, and ensuring swift recovery. From detecting the incident to containing it, eradicating the threat, and recovering operations, the SOC is there at every step, ensuring minimal disruption. In essence, a SOC is the heart of an organization's cybersecurity defense, constantly beating to the rhythm of ever-evolving cyber threats. It's a dynamic, challenging environment that requires a blend of technical expertise, strategic thinking, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. So next time you think of cybersecurity, remember the crucial role played by the SOC. Now that we know what a SOC is, what exactly do they do? A Security Operations Center, or SOC, is a hub of cybersecurity activity. At its core, it's responsible for monitoring and analyzing an organization's security posture on a continuous basis. Imagine a team of dedicated professionals, eyes glued to screens, constantly scanning the digital horizon for any signs of anomalous activity. That's the SOC in action. One of the primary functions of a SOC is to monitor network traffic. The team keeps a close watch on data flowing in and out of the organization, looking for any signs of suspicious activity. It's a bit like a digital watchdog, always alert, always watching. But the SOC isn't just a passive observer. When a security event is detected, the SOC jumps into action, analyzing the event, assessing its impact, and determining the appropriate response. This could involve anything from blocking a malicious IP address to shutting down a compromised system. In addition to monitoring and responding to security events, the SOC also plays a key role in threat intelligence. The team is constantly gathering information about the latest threats, analyzing this data, and using it to enhance the organization's defenses. This proactive approach helps to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. Another important function of a SOC is vulnerability management. This involves identifying, evaluating, and addressing security weaknesses in the organization's systems and applications. It's a bit like patching up holes in a fortress wall. The aim is to make it as hard as possible for attackers to get in. Finally, the SOC is responsible for managing security incidents. This involves coordinating the response to a security breach, investigating the cause, and implementing measures to prevent a recurrence. It's a crucial role that can help to limit the damage from a cyber attack and protect the organization's reputation. As we can see, the SOC plays a multifaceted role, working tirelessly to ensure the organization's cyber defense is always at its best. So, who are the people behind the SOC? Let's dive into the structure of a typical SOC team. At the heart of the operation, you'll find SOC analysts. They're the ones constantly monitoring networks, detecting anomalies, and identifying potential threats. Their role requires a keen eye for detail and a deep understanding of cybersecurity principles. Then we have the incident responders. When a security incident is detected, they jump into action. They're responsible for containing the threat, eradicating it, and initiating recovery processes. Quick thinking and problem-solving skills are key for these individuals. Next up are the threat hunters. Their job isn't just to respond to threats, but to proactively seek them out. They use sophisticated tools and their own expertise to anticipate and mitigate potential security incidents before they can cause harm. Overseeing all these roles is the SOC manager, who coordinates the team, manages resources, and ensures strategic alignment with the organization's overall cybersecurity objectives. These are the warriors on the front line, each playing a crucial role in maintaining the organization's cyber defense. Ever wonder what a day in the life of a SOC analyst looks like? Well, let's dive right in. The day usually begins with morning briefings and shift handovers. This is when the night shift hands over the reins to the day shift, providing updates on any ongoing investigations or unresolved security alerts. It's a crucial part of the day as it ensures a seamless transition between shifts, maintaining the SOC's round-the-clock vigilance. After the handover, the SOC analysts get to work. One of their primary tasks is to monitor security alerts. They keep a keen eye on the organization's networks and systems, looking out for any signs of suspicious activity. These alerts could be anything from failed login attempts to potential malware infections. The analysts must sift through these alerts, separating the false alarms from the genuine threats. But their work doesn't stop at monitoring. When a security alert is triggered, SOC analysts are the first line of defense. They must investigate these incidents, determining the nature of the threat and its potential impact. This involves a deep dive into logged data, network traffic, and any other relevant information. It's a bit like being a detective, but in the digital world. And then there's the coordination with other teams. Cybersecurity is a team sport, after all. SOC analysts work closely with other departments, such as IT and HR, to manage security incidents. For example, if an employee's account has been compromised, the SOC would work with HR to inform the individual and reset their credentials. Throughout the day, SOC analysts also participate in threat intelligence activities. They analyze data from various sources to identify emerging threats and vulnerabilities. This allows the organization to stay one step ahead of the cyber criminals. And before you know it, the day is over and it's time for the evening shift handover. But the work of a SOC analyst never really ends. Cyber threats don't clock off at 5, and neither do we. From dawn till dusk, our SOC team is always on the go, ensuring the organization is safe from cyber threats. When a security alert rings, how does the SOC respond? It all begins with security alert triage. This is a crucial step in the SOC's response strategy, where alerts are prioritized based on their severity, potential impact, and the vulnerability of the affected systems. SOC analysts use a variety of tools and technologies to analyze and correlate security events. These might include security information and event management systems, or CEMS, which aggregate and analyze data from various sources to identify potential security incidents. Other tools might include intrusion detection systems and advanced threat intelligence platforms, which provide contextual information to help analysts understand the nature and severity of the threat. The goal is to quickly and accurately determine the nature of the alert, its potential impact, and the appropriate response. This might involve escalating the alert to higher-level analysts or incident responders, or it might mean dismissing it as a false positive. The speed and efficiency of the SOC's response can mean the difference between a minor hiccup and a major security breach. When a security incident strikes, how does the SOC team react? That's a question that we often get, and understandably so. The answer lies in the incident response procedures meticulously designed and implemented by the SOC team. Let's take a closer look at these procedures. The first step, as you might guess, is incident detection. This is where the SOC team's monitoring systems and keen eyes come into play. They're constantly watching for any signs of abnormal network activity or potential threats. When a potential security incident is detected, it's promptly recorded and classified based on its nature and severity. The next step is containment. This is where the SOC team takes immediate action to prevent the security incident from spreading further into the network. This might involve disconnecting affected systems or blocking malicious traffic. The primary goal here is to limit the damage and prevent further exploitation. Once the incident is contained, the team moves on to eradication. This involves identifying and eliminating the root cause of the incident. It could be a piece of malware, a phishing email, or even a compromised user account. The eradication process ensures that the threat is completely removed from the network. The final stage of the incident response process is recovery. At this point, the SOC team works to restore affected systems and services to their normal functioning state. They also implement measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. This might involve patching vulnerabilities, updating security policies, or even conducting security awareness training for staff. But the process doesn't end there. A crucial part of incident response is conducting a post-incident review. The SOC team analyzes the incident, its impact, how it was managed, and most importantly, what can be done to prevent such incidents in the future. In the face of a security incident, the SOC team swings into action, working meticulously to contain, eradicate, and recover from the incident. These procedures are not just about responding to incidents. They're about learning, improving, and staying one step ahead of the threats. How does the SOC stay one step ahead of cyber threats? This is where the art of threat hunting comes into play. Threat hunting is a proactive approach to cybersecurity, where instead of waiting for alerts to come in, SOC analysts actively seek out potential threats. They're like detectives on a digital crime scene, hunting for clues and traces left by cyber adversaries. To do this, they use a combination of threat intelligence feeds, security analytics tools, and good old-fashioned manual investigation techniques. Threat intelligence feeds provide real-time data about emerging threats, while security analytics tools help sift through vast amounts of data to identify anomalies. Manual investigation, on the other hand, involves the analyst's intuition and experience, connecting the dots that machines may miss. Through proactive threat hunting, the SOC can spot potential threats before they strike, keeping the organization's cyber defenses ahead of the curve. So, why is the SOC so important in an organization's cybersecurity strategy? Well, let's take a moment to recap what we've covered in this video and tie it all together. The Security Operations Center, often referred to as the SOC, is the hub of an organization's cybersecurity strategy. It's the nerve center where all the magic happens, from monitoring network traffic and analyzing security events to actively responding to incidents and managing vulnerabilities. But a SOC isn't just about the technology, it's also about the people. From SOC analysts, incident responders, threat hunters, to SOC managers, each team member plays a vital role in maintaining the security posture of the organization. Their day-to-day tasks include monitoring security alerts, investigating incidents, and coordinating with other teams. We also dove into the intricacies of security alert triage, where alerts are prioritized, investigated, and escalated. This process is supported by a range of tools and technologies that help analysts analyze and correlate security events. Then there's the incident response procedures. It's a structured approach to detecting, containing, eradicating, and recovering from security incidents. It's this proactive stance that helps organizations minimize the impact of security breaches. Beyond response, the SOC also engages in proactive threat hunting. They use threat intelligence feeds, security analytics tools, and manual investigation techniques to identify and mitigate security threats before they can cause harm. In a high-pressure environment like the SOC, collaboration and communication are key. So too is ongoing training and skill development. The field is constantly evolving, so staying up to date is paramount. And let's not forget about stress management and burnout prevention, because maintaining a healthy work-life balance is just as important as maintaining network security. Finally, we looked at the tools and technologies that power SOC operations. From SIEM systems and EDR solutions to threat intelligence platforms, each tool has its place in supporting efficient and effective operations. So, there you have it. The SOC is a critical component of any robust cybersecurity strategy. It's not just about defending against threats, but also about proactively hunting for them and continuously improving defenses. In a world where cyber threats are constantly evolving, the SOC stands as the organization's guardian, always vigilant and ready to defend against any threat that comes its way.